Boom.
Let's go. Oh,
Out of there.
What up, what up? Welcome back. We are on part 3 of MS DHONI. We are loving it so far. I'm loving cricket, getting to know it better. I'm STEPH, joined with SYNTELL.
Yo, what's cracking, baby?
We're loving this watch so far, and we are so glad that you're joining us. If you are on YouTube, though, you will see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show a certain amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole movie with us, uncut, no interruptions, then you can become a patron or a member on this YouTube channel. And if you're already a member or a patron, we thank you so much. We really appreciate the support. But if you are on YouTube, thank you too. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. And we're gonna get right back into this.
India beaten by Bangladesh by 5 wickets. The faces say it all.
Wow, how quickly people turn.
We are in Johannesburg and at the Bull Ring, one of the great stadiums in world cricket. 13.
Got this.
This bar goes big. It's huge. It's 6. Just 6 needed now for Pakistan.
Oh, mom's always praying.
It's up in the air. Sushant takes it. India have beaten Pakistan to win the World T20 title.
Yes.
Sir, 3 players अब ODI टीम में फिट नहीं बैठ रहे. They are very slow as fielders, sir, and the format needs fitter players. मैं खुद एक sportsman हूँ. I can understand they don't want to give up, but the fact of the matter is we just can't have them in the team.
Dang.
You think we can turn it around in 1 day?
Sir, I can't promise you that, sir. And I think we should also be looking at 2011 World Cup.
This will have large-scale implications.
लेकिन अगर हम सही हैं, sir, और future में results achieve करते हैं, तो लोग समझ जाएंगे कि हम जो कर रहे थे वो क्यों कर रहे थे.
Damn, I can't believe he's a captain now. Glow up.
Right?
Characters who want to express themselves, characters who are desperate. Sir, आज youth में invest करेंगे, तो ही जाके results मिलेगा, sir.
MS will reconnect with you in 10 minutes.
Sure, sir.
Wow. You changed the whole conversation.
Yeah. Oh, this is the game Australia. Nice.
Great catch. This is what he was talking about with the fielding.
Yeah.
In the Commonwealth Bank Series, they've beaten Australia by 10 runs.
I got used to him with the long hair.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just killing it. I thought there was supposed to be an adjustment. It doesn't seem like much of an adjustment.
No distractions. He can just focus on cricket now. That's all he has.
I think I've misplaced my key card.
No problem, sir. Please follow me. Sir, could you help me with your name, please?
Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
She has no
See,
idea.
you don't know me?
Okay, Sakshi, why don't we do one thing? You take my key card, we'll go to my room, and then I'll show you my ID. Will that be okay?
Sanjay, sir, could I do that?
Yes, please.
No. He had it the whole time.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And still unfazed. And I'm going to just do my job.
What happened, guys?
Sakshi, you really don't know who it is?
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't recognize you. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to...
Can I have your autograph?
I'm sorry?
Just a second. अच्छा, मैं कोलकाता आ रहा हूँ परसों.
मैं तो अपने कॉलेज में हूँ, औरंगाबाद में.
ओह.
औरंगाबाद दूर नहीं है वैसे.
मन बना लो तो दिल्ली दूर नहीं है महेंद्र जी.
हेलो.
Okay, bye.
Oh, PTSD.
हेलो
कहाँ हो?
4 बज रहे हैं हॉस्टल में हूँ और कहाँ
तुम तो बोली दूर नहीं औरंगाबाद हमारा तो बैंड बज गया यहाँ पहुँचते पहुँचते होटल रामा में रुके रूम नंबर 304 मूड होगा तो मिलिएगा
4 a.m. You better
Yeah.
hop on the good foot.
Girl.
Get that washcloth and get right.
Her friend's gonna flip.
हेलो
Hi.
आइए
Yo, just straighten up real quick.
He's so cute.
चलो औरंगाबाद घुमा दो हमको
अरे लोग देख लेंगे तो तमाशा बन जाएगा तू चुप कर
कोई नहीं पहचानेगा
She's like, will you please stop staring?
She's like, that's my man. I brought you here because I love you.
तुम मुझसे मिलने औरंगाबाद आते हो मैं तुमसे मिलने मुंबई आती हूँ आगे क्या
मैं तुम्हें छोड़ने औरंगाबाद
Do you approve of this couple?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a few years. I think he had time to heal, but I just want him to be in a place where he can balance.
I was waiting for the paparazzi. I was wondering. A lot's gonna come with that.
Yeah, because he's now being open about it.
But do you think like that type of fame steals your identity? Like you can't be who you want to be anymore because you're identified by that person now?
If you were dating someone like him,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
क्या हम सिर्फ दोस्त हैं माही माही आई लाइक यू आई ट्रस्ट यू बट ये सब स्टूपिड न्यूज़ ये मुझे बहुत अपसेट करती है माही एंड आई थिंक आई लव यू एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई गेट हर्ट
तो सब कुछ अवॉइड करो ना जैसे मैं करता हूँ
मैं तुम्हारी तरह नहीं हूँ माही अच्छा ये बताओ कल वैलेंटाइंस डे है क्या लूँ तुम्हारे लिए
That's traumatic.
Yeah.
Right?
साक्षी मेरी दुनिया तुम्हारी दुनिया से बड़ी बड़ी नहीं है एक क्रिकेट के किट बैग के साइज की है तुम्हें ही झेलना है Will you marry me?
Are you sure माही
As sure as I'm of getting a century in the next match.
Damn.
Damn.
He said, I bet my game on it.
Dang. He really fell in love with her.
I don't want to bring up the obvious, but yo, she hit the jackpot.
Yeah, yeah. Like, she just randomly met him at a hotel, and now she's dating the captain of the Indian, or married to the captain of the Indian national team.
Right. Yeah, that's not gonna be me hanging out with a lion like that. I'm like, there's nobody here to like wrangle the cat or something. Like,
They all are wild for that one.
hell no.
No. No, that's nature.
As the two Indian openers come out to bat, Veerendra Chowdary and Sushant Tendulkar. Malinga on his way, Chowdary, the man on
But
strike.
he's been trying to build this team for this moment, right?
Yes.
So, okay.
And Chowdary wants to go upstairs.
Yep, this is where we started.
Veerendra Chowdary dismissed. India lose their first wicket. And taken. India lose their second wicket with just 31 runs on the board. And a young Turk comes out to the centre with number 18 on his back.
All right, Virat.
Oh, yeah, one of the younger guys I think he pulled.
Okay.
Crucial moment in the game. Muthaiya Muralidharan, the wizard of the
Yup.
Emirates.
He's like, man, it's
game
time
time,
for me to clock
baby.
in. Yeah.
For
wicket goes down, I think I should go in.
But UV is padded up and ready.
No, it's Murli. I think I should go in.
You sure?
Yeah, just tell him I'll go.
So don't worry, I got this. Captain.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this.
That was close.
That's a stunning catch. Kohli has to depart. India now in a spot of bother. 114 for 3.
Yeah, you got this, Donnie. Let's go. Bring it home.
Yuvraj Singh has to wait. The skipper rolls up his sleeves.
Yeah.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni promotes himself in the batting order down. Skipper making his way to the middle.
So cool.
Right?
We've like watched him his whole life. I feel like we've watched him his whole life.
But a captain here trying to make a statement.
Come on.
Oh, the older versions of himself. Yeah. Show all that. You came a long way, my guy.
Yeah. Come on. Now she cares about cricket.
Yeah, the family's invested, yeah.
This is a World Cup final. He's in the zone. He now realizes that he's reached a half century. The crowd sense there's something special in the offing.
Let's go.
He's gone. Looking to give himself room. Gautam Gambhir misses it altogether. Is cleaned up here by Pereira and
Oh, but that was on his other teammate?
Yeah, his other
Okay.
teammate.
11 needed of 16. That's whipped away.
Nice. Woo,
Boom.
let's go.
Out of there.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
And it is an Indian captain who's been absolutely magnificent in the night of the final.
Banged that out
Wow,
the
look at his homies. Oh.
park. Yeah.
So India have won the World Cup once again after 28 years.
Now I am curious, like, are they CGing the actor's face on the real actor's face? I mean, on the real player's
On the
face
real-
during these moments?
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, we just end on a victory. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the real guy.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Good casting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that they ended it on just the victory. We don't really need nothing else. You said earlier that you enjoy sports films. And how'd you just feel as a sports film just in general, not regarding all the in-depth and all that? Just, how'd you feel?
I thought it was a different type of sports film that I've watched, and I've noticed this with Indian films in general. They just really take their time telling a story in a way that Western films don't. And so that was the first time I feel like you follow an athlete usually in montages. They'll do like a lot of montages to speed up time, and they did a few here, but this is like what I said. I felt like we really followed this man from childhood to manhood, from soccer or football to captain of the Indian team. So I thought it was a long film. So there's parts that I think like could have been tapered down. But in hindsight, I do enjoy the fact that we got to see the grind, like the real grind. And so for that, I think it's a unique type of sports film that I'm glad ended with the championship. What do you think? Like, did you like it as a sports film?
Yeah, I want to co-sign on a lot of that. One thing I feel like, to me, if this was like an American film, I feel like it would have been like a mini-series, right? Like a 3-part mini-series of how it was going down. But instead, they're like, nah, we're just going to give you all of this meat right now and just give it to you raw and uncut. And I did appreciate it. You know, there's parts that while we were going through it seemed slow, but then now that we've seen the payoff, I kind of understand a little bit more. And the scene I'm speaking about is his time at the train station. It seemed a little slow when we were in it. I think that we needed to see that, to see like the grind and the doubt and maybe what am I doing, you know, and because probably had to drag on for him. It drug a little bit for me as a viewer. But when you get to see the payoff and you get to see the high part when you're eating the fruits of your labor, you know, it made all that pay off more, because you know you can't appreciate the good without, you know, going through the bad a little bit. So I appreciate that more now that we've seen the ending.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a great point. And it's with great athletes, like top tier athletes, the chance of you actually playing professional is so slim. And then take that to the national level, you're getting in like 0.0000 percentages. And it shows you how, you know, a family, but everyone in your life is somehow involved one way or another if you're trying to go that distance. And then there's a lot of risk and sacrifice, because if you put all your years into training for a team that you don't eventually make, then you miss those years in school or becoming a professional in a certain craft. So I always think that with athletes, like, they really had to bet on themselves in a way that most of us can't even begin to understand.
You said something that I think is really important, and that is that I don't think you can find success, period, on any level in anything you do without a good supporting cast, without some people to help you. You can't do it by yourself. We got a really good scene when he missed his opportunity to play in a city that was really, really far away, and how his friends just had to be like, okay, nothing is more important than this moment right here. And we're going to get this money. We're going to get this car. We're going to do everything that we possibly can in order to put you in the right position. Complete and total sacrifice. But what I think is brilliant and what I really enjoyed is that just because you sacrifice and just because you bet it all doesn't mean it's going to work. And it didn't. But, you know, how do you bounce back from that tremendous amount of pain and hurt and disappointment? And we got a chance to like go through that process with him. I appreciated the filmmaker for showing us that.
That's such a good point. It's so true. There's going to be times where even when you gave it your all, it's a fail, and you have to bounce. It's how you bounce back. Like, I think that's what you said in the beginning of the movie. That was one of my favorite parts about him, is how he bounced back after a loss or not getting what he wanted. And real athletes are real people who are like here to compete in any space and be a boss. Like that it can't bother you. You just got to keep pushing. What does Rocky say? It doesn't matter how hard you get hit, how many times you get hit, just like keep moving forward.
Yeah. Keep getting up.
Yeah.
Keep getting up.
Yeah, and then I thought that the shots of the cricket field were actually, like the game shots, I don't know much about the sport, but from a newbie, looked really cool. And I'm glad I got like to dip my toes into cricket in this way, because I feel like they showed a lot of gameplay.
I kind of want to piggyback off of what you're saying with that, and that it's like there's two types of sports films, right? There's the kind that gets hardcore into the nuance and the intricacy of the sport itself, all right? There's those kind of sports movies. And then there's that really talk about, okay, this person did this great thing in this sport, but let's follow this person's journey, and they focus more on that. To me, it felt like this focused more on the journey. It didn't get into the nuances of the actual sport of cricket. Like, even though I am not an expert by no means, and you're pretty much learning how the sport goes as well, because what we didn't know didn't pull away from what I think the storytelling was supposed to be about. And I did like that, because I have seen some movies where it's just really into the nuances of the actual sport, and you're like, well, if I don't really follow this, then it's gonna be kind of tough for me to commit. But it's easier for me to commit to the emotion and the journey the sports star is who we're looking at.
Yeah, that is so true. It really showed what kind of athlete he is, and this is how ignorant at least me and some Americans can be. Like, we focus on our athletes, we know our athletes' names. Sometimes we know athletes from different country like Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever it may be. Right. But it's so cool to know like the nitty gritty of how someone got where they were. Like, he was playing the long game, like long game. Like, he was like, the World Cup is not for 4 more years, 3 more years, whatever it was. But these 3 players, even though they're great right now, aren't going to be the squad that is going to be the squad that wins the World Cup. And it's like that kind of foresight and okay to, it's not personal, it's business. And him being like about the team always, even if he would have played better as an individual, that wasn't good enough to him. I want to know more about him in general. I can't believe he's a real person.
Yeah. There was actually a poignant moment where the sportscaster said that Donnie wasn't really batting well in the World Series, or not the World Series, but the World Cup. And that leads me to believe that it's not him solely that's taking this team to the championship. It's this team that he picked. They're who's carrying everybody to this championship. I thought that was kind of interesting. Let me ask you a question. Yeah. Outside of Donnie, was there anybody else that that stood out, be the actor, actress, or the characters that they played?
Yeah, I think it was cool the way they focused on the family and how, like, a loving family, how important that could be. And then just the friends were so impressive to me. LeBron James is the same way. I think he has the same group, but most of his friends have been the same since high school, and he's just kept them, working with them and involving him in his work. And I think that's leads to great success, because part of the thing, like, you see athletes get picked up at young ages, like 18, and then they lose themselves because they don't have anything anchoring them down. And when you have a whole squad like that, your friends who are really, like, the one friend from the beginning, he worked at the shop and he was like, I wanted to play cricket, but I didn't, and now I get to see him. And that's such a selfless friend that's like who you want by your side, right? So I was really impressed with the family and the friends.
I love the family and friends. I think the person that probably stood out for me the most was his boss that owned the train station, or at least was the head manager of the train station. He was out there in the dirt with his employees, throwing the pitches and everything, and then he gave like some really good advice too. He's like, look, I know I may be your boss, but let me give you some life lessons that you can maybe understand. And he equated it to like the different styles of bowls. I think that's the correct way of saying it. When they're pitching the ball, the different ways that it's bowled, and how do you respond to each different bowl, right? And he gave an answer for everything, a different answer for every type of bowl. And he was like, you kind of have to go at life like that. What's being thrown at you right now, you handle it the way you can handle it. Reset, and then, go about it, attack it like that. He broke it down into a way that I think he could really understood. And I really understood it. And then he not only did he give him good advice, he was like, listen, take the time that you need in order for you to achieve your greatness. I'll help as much as I can. Eventually, he ended up getting in trouble for taking so much time off, but he was willing to even go the extra step. And you don't
3
really
years,
see
right?
that a lot. Yeah.
3 years? Yeah, for real. No, I think that's what all of us deep down inside want, someone like that. A sponsor, a mentor, someone who invests time, concern, wisdom with you, especially at a young age. I think everyone deserves that, and it's cool to see how important that can be. It's such a good lesson too, because I think there's sometimes in life, what I liked with this movie is that it balanced with his life and what he chose to bring into his life at certain times. And sometimes if you're chasing a dream that's so big, right, like that's big enough to be a part of an Indian national team, that's one of the biggest dreams I can think of. You really can't afford distractions. And then there's sometimes where you've worked hard enough, you've achieved a place and level in your game or whatever you're doing, where you can integrate new things into your life while still being achieving that. And so that was cool. I don't know if I loved the timing of his Priyanka and then Shadi or Shakti.
Sasky, yeah, I think that's something like that.
Yes.
तुमसे ना हो पाएगा.
I do like what it presented, which is that, you know, sometimes it's the right place, right time. And I think he was able to learn his lesson that time is precious. And then also this was, she was the one.
Yeah, very well said.
Anything else that stood out to you of this movie, SYNTELL?
I could blabber forever, but I know we.
Yeah. Gotta go. Gotta go. Well, thanks y'all so much. That was such a fun watch of MS Dhoni. I really, really loved it. That was a great sports film. And we know more about cricket today than when we started, so that's exciting.
Yes.
Since you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up so YouTube knows that you liked hanging out with us today. I'm STEPH SABRAW. This is...
Hey, it's your boy SYNTELL.
We'll see you later. Much love.
चुप करो